What's up, you guys? It's Tanya and Dave, your Las Vegas gurus. Now, whether you're coming to Las Vegas for a weekend trip, a girls trip, a guys trip, there are a lot of mistakes tourists make when coming to Las Vegas.
That's right. So in this video, we're going to cover 11 of the most common tourist mistakes and how you can avoid them on your next trip to Las Vegas.
That's right. Let's kick this off. A gorgeous day here in Las Vegas, and we're standing right now on the rooftop of the Wynn overlooking the Resorts World Hotel and Casino. And the first and foremost thing I want to mention to you guys is don't make the mistake of not fully understanding the true cost of your hotel room. Here's why. All right, first up are those resort fees. Now, resort fees can be confusing to a lot of Las Vegas rookies. Let's face it, they can be very confusing to all of us. Now, the one thing to really be mindful of is those resort fees can cost as much or even more than your hotel room stay, ranging anywhere up to $50, and that's also taxed. Now, keep in mind the resort fees will sometimes include things like the pool, the Wi-Fi, and some other extra amenities, but the best thing to do is just ask upfront what they include and be aware of what those fees will cost you. Now, speaking of Wi-Fi, just be mindful that some hotels will charge you an additional fee for the use of their Wi-Fi. Example, the Caesars properties, they will charge you anything over 2 devices, you'll be charged a per device per day usage, and that can range anywhere between $10 and $15. So whatever hotel you're staying at, whether it's a Caesars property or wherever, just ask what those costs will be for your stay here in Las Vegas. Now, be aware of the hotel incidental fees. Many hotels will place a hold on your credit card that is fully refundable and can sometimes range anywhere up to $200 depending on the resort you're staying at. Now, that's $200 per night. And what that does is just think of it as a security deposit. As long as you return the room the way you got it, that money is fully refundable. Now, get this, if you're using a credit card, it's a hold that's placed on your credit card, and as soon as you return the room in its proper condition, that money will go right back to your credit card. If it's a debit card, the money is going to come out of your account per night, and then it will be returned to you once you check out of your hotel room, depending on, and again, making sure you return the room in its proper condition.
And don't make the mistake of not factoring in the cost of tips into your Las Vegas travel budget. Las Vegas is a service-based economy. The service here is top-notch. Tanya and I have done a lot of traveling across the country and around the world, and really nothing compares to Vegas service, so make sure you tip accordingly. And at many Las Vegas resorts, employees actually opt into what is called tax compliance, where they're actually taxed at an assumed tip rate. So if you don't tip them at all, they actually may get taxed on something that they didn't actually receive. So please leave a fair tip, and that also includes getting the free drinks when you're on the casino floor.
Oh boy. So one thing I need to tell you guys is watch out for the Las Vegas hotel ATM fees. They're quite expensive. Let me tell you. Here, walk with me and talk with me for a second. So those hotel ATMs can sometimes charge you up to $10 I've seen. Now, here's something I have learned. Maybe talk with your bank. There's certain packages and plans that you can put in place that you can almost avoid paying those ATM fees. That might be something to check out with, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of casino playing here in Las Vegas.
Don't make the mistake of buying from the casino stores. The prices at those places are outrageous. They actually have dynamic pricing as well, so prices will increase during the busy times. You can pay over $7, $8 for just a bottle of water or Gatorade, something like that. Don't go there. If you can, head over to ABC stores over at Miracle Mile Shops. There's also one down by MGM Grand, or check out the Target on the Strip. Or if you can't do those, head over to CVS or Walgreens. You'll get a much better value for your dollar.
Don't make the mistake of using the hotel minibar or fridge for your personal refrigerator, unless you're willing to pay ridiculous prices for the items. Now, the hotel mini fridges have sensors, so if you move something, you are charged for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Instead, we've seen a lot of folks bring in their own coolers. Buy a styrofoam cooler if you want to after you arrive, or bring it with you if you're driving. Yep, now there are a lot of tourists that bring coolers with them, but I would suggest double checking with the hotel you're staying with to make sure they allow them. If you have medical needs, such as medicine you need to keep refrigerated, you can ask the hotel for a refrigerator to store the medicine, and they will bring you one at no extra charge. Now, often these are regular small fridges, but sometimes these can be very, very small. For example, the Venetian provides a very small fridge unit to specifically hold medicine versus other things. So just keep that in mind.
And don't make the mistake to think that you can walk the entire length of the strip from Mandalay Bay to the Strat. That's actually about 4 miles long, and that will definitely wear you out. And even more than that, just from resort to resort, it can be much further than you expect. Going from the Aria, for example, to Bellagio, it seems like they're right next door, but that walk is actually pretty good. So just be aware of that and actually take advantage of free transportation when you can. There's a tram, for example, that goes from Aria to Bellagio. Jump on that, save your legs, because there's a lot of walking you'll be doing in Las Vegas. And one thing that you'll get very familiar with are all the escalators along the strip when you're walking the strip. And just don't expect every escalator to be working necessarily. Quite often we find that some may be shut down for whatever reason, maybe they're broken in repair. You may actually have to walk up those broken down escalators, so just be prepared for that. And also finding the elevators can take you a little bit, and they can be kind of dirty as well.
So if you're gonna take those elevators, just make sure you bring that extra can of Lysol. Do not, I repeat, do not make the mistake of coming to Las Vegas without a comfortable pair of walking shoes. And let me tell you why. These Las Vegas blocks feel like they're countries long, so they can really take a toll on your toesies. We've seen folks coming to Las Vegas literally taking off their shoes while they're walking here on the Las Vegas Strip, and that is a double no-no. So make sure you guys always pack a comfortable pair of shoes. I tend to like sneakers. Dave and I wear sneakers all the time, but ladies, if you want to have a night out, maybe just pack some Crocs or some flats in your backpacks. Well, speaking of comfortable walking shoes and a lot of walking here in Las Vegas, one of the things you need to make sure you bring is sunscreen. I cannot emphasize how important sunscreen really is. On top of that, lots of water. You know, here in Las Vegas, it's a dry heat, so you're not going to be doing as much sweating as if you would in Florida. So just seriously, take a second. That hydration is absolutely importante. So drink a lot of water and wear your sunscreen. I know there are a lot of places where jaywalking is not frowned upon, and we're originally from Boston, where jaywalking is sort of it's a piece of art in Boston. But we know here in Las Vegas, if you do, be prepared for that piece of art that you will have to wear with honor, and it's called a ticket. Just be careful, it's dangerous, it's legal, take a ticket.
That's right, don't make the mistake of trying to hail a taxi on the street, because they are not going to pick you up. It actually is illegal for them to do so. They have to pick you up at designated locations, and typically at all the casinos and resorts on the strip. And that also is true for Ubers and Lyfts as well. So when it comes to hailing taxis, Vegas is definitely not like New York City.
Trying to hail a taxi. You know, if you're not too familiar with Las Vegas, it's a mistake to wander too far off the Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, especially at night. Just like any area, Las Vegas has some areas that may not feel or be the safest. So know your surroundings, and we would highly recommend, if you can do so, travel in pairs. Safety in numbers. Hey, do not make the mistake of not having your ID everywhere you go. You know, when you're walking the Las Vegas Strip or downtown and you want a cocktail, they're gonna ask you for that ID no matter what age you are. But get this, if you're playing slots or you're in the casino, enjoying the casino games, and you hit a jackpot, well, guess what? They're gonna ask you for your ID before you can collect. So if you don't wanna walk home empty-handed, bring your ID and take home that gold. Cha-ching!
And this next one is very important. Do not make the mistake of not signing up for the hotel and casino players card. Whether you're staying there or playing there or eating there, sign up for the card. You'll get benefits. It'll go towards free play or free room nights. Definitely do that. Don't make that mistake. Oh, and before I forget, if you're coming around your birthday, do not forget to ask about any birthday promotions. You may get free play, you may get some like a free dessert, free appetizer, because in Vegas they like to celebrate, and birthdays are a great celebration, so ask for that.
Happy birthday to you!
Something very important, especially during certain times of the year, is to make sure that you pack in layers, because as warm and beautiful and sunny as it can be during the day, it can be very cold at night. And if you are not prepared, you're on your own. Although I will say, there was a brand new Target that opened up not too far off down the Las Vegas Strip. Go ahead and check it out, because you just might, ooh, the light, ooh, it's like a nightclub. Oh, look, look, look. Packing layers. Packing layers.
Exactly, when the sun's going down, it can get pretty chilly.
So, moral of the story is, before we got distracted by all the surrounding goodness of Las Vegas, is pack in layers, especially during certain times of the year. You will thank us. Trust us. Hey, and really quick, we have an incredible Facebook group called For the Love of Las Vegas. Now, there's a lot of people in that group sharing their pictures, their stories, answering a bunch of questions. It's a great, positive community, all for the love of Las Vegas. So if you want to join that, you definitely can. There'll be a link in the description box below, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if you're looking for travel tips, planning your trip, check out that group. It could definitely help you out. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up.
And hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.